something left, and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no.
Wojak has an idea to start making content about self-improvement. Now, he is so excited to film this content of his. But wait, he remembers that his grammar is not that yet impressive. Wojak tells himself that he'll shoot this video once his grammar has already been improved. Oh no, Wojak, not again. Now, let's meet Ernest, Giga Chad. Ernest knows that in order for him to excel in a certain area, he first needs to start and punch fear in the face. Even though his grammar is not that yet impressive, Ernest still executes this idea, knowing that he'll improve along the way. All men have become what they are because of their dominating thoughts and desire. This was stated in the book Think and Grow Rich. Now, if you ask me, what is imposter syndrome? Basically, an imposter syndrome is a psychological occurrence in which an individual doubts their skills, talents, or accomplishments, and has a persistent internalized of fear of being exposed as fraud. As Andre Priscilla would say on this podcast of his, I'll link down in the description of this whole podcast if you want to watch it. He mentioned that we have two voices in our head, which are the bitch voice and the boss voice. Sa karamihan na nakita na sa anime, sa cartoons, yung may mga angel and devil, yun yung dalawang yun. The devil is the bitch voice and the angel is the boss voice. So the bitch voice is basically the voice that will take us out on doing the things that we want to do. On the other side, our boss voice is the voice that always tells us to execute whatever ideas we have in our mind as soon as possible. If you ask me, Dior, what triggers this imposter syndrome? Our insecurities, our self-doubt, and our fear of criticism are the root cause of this syndrome. So, how do we combat this imposter syndrome? Of course, first we need to be aware of these two voices in our head. And once we think that we have become paralyzed, dito po pumapasok yung term na analysis paralysis. Pag paralyzed na tayo sa kaka-analyze, we just need to remember this quote from the book Think and Grow Rich. Knowing all the roads to disaster but never searching for the plans to avoid it. Maraming excuses tayo, marami tayong reasons kung bakit di natin tutuloy kung ano man nasa isip natin. Never once na naganap tayo ng solution in order to execute talaga yung mga bagay na nasa isip natin. We can never eliminate this bitch voice in our head kasi lahat tayo meron nito. Meron tayong bitch voice. But in order for us to combat this imposter syndrome, you just need to do these three things that I'm about to tell you. First, gayahin natin yung slogan ng Nike. Just do it. Gawin natin. We should clearly eliminate these excuses immediately and take action as soon as possible. Ito yung tinatawag ni Andre Priscilla na production pivot. Na wag mo nang hintayin na ma-build up pa yung list of excuses mo kung bakit di mo gagawin yung bagay na nasa isip mo. Once na nagka-idea ka na, gawin mo na agad. Execute mo na agad as soon as possible. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment will never come. Kung anong inisip mo, make sure na execute mo na agad para hindi na pumasok sa'yo yung imposter syndrome. Once we immediately take action, we basically learn to use our bitch voice to fuel or act as the trigger to execute what we want. Rule number 2. Remember that your biggest competition is you. Remember, conquerors, the quest for greatness is unending. As this is mentioned by David Goggins on his new book, Never Finish. My conquerors, always remember that the one who's on the top of the mountain doesn't fall there. He started from the bottom and worked his way up. If you ask me how How did he do it? He made sure na ginawa niyang competition sa sarili niya. Though, alam niya sa sarili niya that there are guys that are way more better than him, that are way more smarter than him, and has a lot of money than him. But he never let those things stop him from getting what he wants. My conquerors, you need to keep in mind that at first you don't have to be an expert immediately, because you just have to make sure that you get 1% better every day. Just remember, be your biggest competition. What I mean by that is make sure you beat your craft every single day. Make sure na if there's a new day, that today is a new day. Make sure na at least get 1% better sa ginawa mo kahapon. Make small progress, continuous small progress, incremental steps ika nga. Pero yung incremental steps na yon will have a remarkable result. Thus, rule number 2 is to be your biggest competition, and you need to make sure that you get better every single day, that you beat your craft every single day. So, rule number 3.
Some of that might be healthy, because if I was 100% completely confident that I had all the answers, I probably wouldn't work very hard in bettering myself.
Of course, as I said a while ago, David Goggins mentioned that the quest for greatness is unending. So that's exactly right. And that's exactly that na pag nasabi mo na, oy, ako na yung pinakamagaling. No, that doesn't end there. Kasi at the end of the day, there's always room for improvement. We will never achieve the peak performance or perfection. Kasi we're humans eh. We're not gods. And we make a lot of mistakes, and there's a lot of things that we need to improve. If nag-improve ka sa field na to, dito pala sa field na to, ang baba ng performance mo. Always remember na there's always a room for improvement. Yung babalik tayo sa just do it. Gawin mo lang. Execute mo lang lagi kasi tandaan mo, we'll get better along the way. You will get better along the way. Sabi ko nga, walang nag-start na magaling agad. Kasi lahat tayo, our quest for greatness is unending. Kahit sino mang tao yan. Take a look at Chris Bumstead. He's the 4-time Mr. Olympia. You think he's gonna stop working hard because na-achieve na ng award yung pinnacle niya? No, he won't stop. Kasi nga, mas mape-pressure siya kasi he's now the 4-time Mr. Olympia. He needs to maintain that status. Kasi man, there's always a room for improvement. Kahit sa anong bagay. So, yan, to eliminate imposter syndrome of you doubting yourself, lagi mo lang sabihin, kailangan ko lang mag-improve 1% better kada araw. Kailangan ko lang mas galingin sa ginawa ko kahapon. Huwag kang matakot. Eliminate fear, eliminate doubt, eliminate your limiting beliefs. Just execute kung ano man nasa isip mo. Kasi at the end of the day, nasa sayo din yung pagsisisi. Kung bakit di ko ginawa kaya nung bata pa ako yung gusto kong gawin. Why didn't I start a YouTube channel? Bakit ako nagpa-apekto kasi di ako masyado marunong sa grammar? Bakit di ko nag-start ng business? Bakit? The what ifs, man. Eliminate the what ifs. Just make sure you execute and remember the 3 rules. So recap, the first rule, the rule number 1, is to eliminate excuses and just do it. Rule number 2, remember that your only biggest competition is you. Last rule is always stick in your mind that there's always room for improvement. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you really learned something out of this, my conquerors. Now, my conquerors, I want you to comment on the comment section down below. Bakit ayaw mo mag-execute? Bakit ka natatakot na gawin yung bagay na naisip mo nang gawin? Let me know your answers in the comment section below. And that's it. So my conquerors, if you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, and make sure to share this video to your family, friends who are currently experiencing impostor syndrome. That's it, my conquerors. So as I've always said at the end of my video, your clock is ticking, so become a dangerous man who chooses to do good. Love you all. I'm out. Peace.